Ah, you see, you have to start work early in this climate. I mean, that's why Mediterranean people take a siesta, you see. I mean, you can't work in the bloody midday sun. It's too hot. Oh, I mean, our bodies will just have to adjust. Right. Here is my contribution. I suggest you three pool your resources as well. I'll go and weighing up. If he's interested, I'll get a higher carburation in the reception. Well, good morning.
Morning.
You see it back home in Crescent, don't you? If you're a militant or a football hooligan, Channel 4 will make a documentary about you. I can remember a time when a hero was somebody who used to row across the Atlantic single-handed.
Absolutely.
But see, the prosecution might argue that the girl evaded the police because she didn't want the aggro, like. Oh, I see, most rape cases, they don't get reported, you know, because the victim don't want the stigma.
All right. What for?
Well, some shaman give it to me. It's meant to ward off evil spirits. It's supposed to be something that they're going to need warding off in the future.
That's because of me. I blame Thatcherism, you know. Yeah. It's a misguided policy, you know. It's totally misguided and misconstrued. Mind you, the Labour Party's in such disarray, I don't think the opposition offers much alternative or consolation, does it?
No, I was just saying the same.
This is what I love about our business. The way it unites people of the world. Just think, families in Azerbaijan will be eating pickled onions bottled in Walsall. It brings us all closer together, doesn't it, Arthur?
Ah, it does that, Mr. Taylor.
I know you think I'm being sentimental. I suppose I am, really. All right, chin up, mate. But the fact that all the lads are going to be at my wedding tomorrow, that means a lot to me, you know. It means an awful lot.
You want to keep the speech for tomorrow?
No, I've got a speech tomorrow. It's all written down.
How do you feel about this news?
Well, it's a whole roller coaster of emotion, actually, now. Despair, apprehension, anxiety, euphoria. It's a bit like watching England play.
You were the one who was doing most of the talking.
Well, it's non-directive therapy, you see. She don't give me any feedback. Now, the point is to encourage the patient to talk more and more frankly and to gain total confidence in a non-threatening environment and eventually to diagnose and resolve his own conflicts.
It's all right, isn't it, eh? Oh, yeah. Right. You know, I could grow accustomed to evenings like this, Neville. Hazel and I have often talked about putting in a bar in our room downstairs. It's if you remember, you know, right by the bay. I mean, nothing as grand as this, of course, but just something that's big enough for me to get behind.
That's one of the most beautiful things in the world, isn't it? Dusseldorf sunset. If you never noticed the exotic glow the sun makes in its dying moment over the asbestos warehouse, yeah? Ranks with the Andes, that does, you know. Or even Malabar.
Well, there's not much choice, is there?
Yes, there is. We can have sausage, egg and beans, or sausage and egg, or alternatively, we can have egg and tin tomatoes on fried bread.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the rules are very simple. Around-the-clock darts. You have to get a 1 before you move to a 2, 2 before you move to a 3, 3 before a 4. After you get to a 20, you've got to get a double, a treble, and then a bull to finish.
Hazel, look, I don't want to push you into any corners, like, so I'll leave it to you, to tell me whether, if or what.
I know, but your cousin's English, isn't he? Well, Birmingham, that's near enough to see him.
It's no different, size. You still got to abide by the rules of the regime. That's why booze is verboten. Oh, it's against their beliefs or something. Oh, well, one lights out. Well, it's a public flogging, at least.
Never.
Thought you'd gone to Munchen Gladbach.
Ah, didn't like it one bit, did I? Didn't like the place, nor the sights. This looks all right, though. It's got a sort of better air, and it's... Need electricians, do they?
Capo's in the up.
You know, I think that makes a very good living, Nev, yeah? Yeah, I think a changing role for women is inevitable, and right in this day and age. I mean, we can't chain them to the kitchen sink, can we? I mean, I've always encouraged my Hazel in her career, yeah?
Well, I hope it's got its own sleeping bag, because it ain't sharing mine.
No, listen, apparently, right, at the end of the last century,
The owner of this house discovered an old tinker trespassing on his grounds, right? He bludgeoned him to death. And now, apparently, the ghost of this old tinker stalks the halls and corridors of this house seeking revenge.
There's a rumour that I'm going to be transferred to an ancient fortress on the other side of Cuba. I'll be like the Count of Monte Cristo, and I a forgotten man, big beard down to my knees, living on cockroaches.
Oh, I'll bet you'll have a lovely time.
Oh. Yeah, it's not just a working relationship us lads have got. No, it's more than that. It's a stronger bond. It's friendship forged in adversity. Oh, we play hard and we work hard, but we do it all together.
Oh, get to the point, Barry, will you, if there is one?
The point? The point? Is that here you all are in the most fascinating part of the English countryside, and you're really scratching around like a goldfish in a schoolboy's pocket trying to find things to amuse yourself with. I mean, what a pathetic comment on your imaginations.
Yes, I'll probably be there myself soon enough. Who knows? Perhaps in the grand scheme of things, it's just God's way of levelling the playing fields.
Hey, Barry, you know what? If this was Big Brother, you'd be the first one out that door.
I should be so lucky. Do you know where this comes from?
What do you mean?
Well, it's not some dealer with a ponytail down the local pub. It comes from Russia. Caddy brings it in those cars. I saw it with my own eyes. Me and a couple of mates staked out the workshop.
Oh, hey, hang on.
Well, I am now able to put an end to all the speculation concerning Miss Hazel Redfern and myself. Last night, I am happy to say, this fair maiden has agreed to be my wife.
I do. Uno limon, por favor.
Wayne and me have been scouting out the area. We're not exactly in the most picturesque part of town, but it matters, is it? Apparently, according to this street map, this hotel is situated between a bull ring on one side and the abattoir on the other.
May I offer a word on the subject, Oz? If it's all right. You know, lots of men like dressing up. It doesn't mean they're necessarily otherwise inclined, you know. I mean, take my cousin Edmund. Every chance he gets, he likes to walk around the house in panties, garter and a busty hair. But he's fathered 4 children, he drives a dinkum digger on the motorways. There you go. Just me and one other bloke in the yard this morning. The guard said he'd murdered his wife. But he was very civil with me. He showed me a picture of her, so I think he must regret it.
Whereas us, by and large, are humpy because the phrase are stopping our tap, aren't we?
Oh, you don't need money to enjoy yourself here, Oz. I mean, look around you. Natural beauty, every sea and sand, the most interesting culture to absorb.
Put your hand in the plastic.
No. Listen, all I'm trying to say, mate, is the best things in life are free. Mind you, it's Tuesday. What I mean is, nothing ever happens on that Tuesday, does it?
I think Newcastle won the first cup on a Tuesday.
I knew this bloke once who killed himself on a Tuesday.
If you ask me, I mean, just in my opinion, like, I think living in Italy might benefit the lad. I mean, he'd have the climate. When he comes back, he'll be bilingual. What a wonderful advantage. I've only spent one night in this area, and I tell you, it was a pretty terrifying experience.
You can't judge your peers on one night, man.
Why would you want to do that?
Just to make me peace, you know. So I don't think I'm ever going to get out of here. I'm scared, Oz.
There's going to come a time in later years where she's going to turn around and she's going to get right old savage and take my word for it.
Not only is that offensive to women in general, and my Hazel in particular, it's also like a piggy garbage. You turn complex human relationships into bloody crufts. For Claire Rain, a bloody substitute Barbara Woodhouse.
The big prize for me, fellas, it's not the money, it's not the porticoed house or the car. No, but meeting my partner's sister Tatiana. Oh, a beguiling beauty from the Urals, who is the current Mrs. Taylor. Oh, and who will be anxiously awaiting my return even as we speak.
Oh, you're not going already?
Very liberated, you sweet son. Oh, my cousin Norma's very liberated, you know. She's always walking around the house stark naked. I said to her, you know, this is a councillor just outside Wolverhampton, you know. I said, you could lose his house, you could, you know, flaunting yourself the way you do. Eric, see, that's her husband. He don't know because he works nights and he's not... Shh!
Long way from the sea, Wolverhampton.
Oh, yeah, yes. How true. Yes, that's why this annual trip is so important to us, you see. Oh, yes. Of course, for the rest of the year, we have to make do with the reservoir. Don't we, lads?
Aye, we're going... Aye, the reservoir.
Yes.
What sort of flashbacks? Strange stuff, twisted. Serpents, naked women, mainly. I mean, I'm sure my therapist would help me make sense of them if I was only allowed to make that call.
Well, I'm trying to get us in here, you know, so you'll be able to talk about all that stuff.
What, do you think it's like drugs?
Maybe, or it could be money, or icons.
Well, he says there's another load being air freighted in this week. So I've a good mind to be there when it comes to my warehouse, yeah. Secreted secretly in the dark.
You're innocent. Be a piece of piss.
They're not foolproof, Dennis. Oh, no. Not when you're nervous. You can say things you don't mean. You can think things you don't mean. I tell you, there's innocent men on death row because they flunked a polygraph test. Well, they're really good at exams at school.
He's stoned out of his skull.
I'm going to be a father. What do you think of the name Diana? That's if he's a boy, of course.
She's been humping half a time side while my back's being turned.
Ah, but which came first, Oz, the chicken or the egg? Your neglect or her promiscuity? And after all, the love you take is equal to the love you make. In the words of John Lennon. I'm never quite sure what it meant, actually.
Morning.
Oh, Dan.
Way up, then. You're up with the lark, son.
So that sounds like just the sort of place for a little bit of recuperation up there, this lot.
Obviously, Hazel coming over's put a whole new complexion on our relationship, like. Wonderful. I didn't ask her, I didn't beg or nothing. She came to me.
Aye? What, pure unfair?
Yeah. Dennis, fellas, it's the bloody law, it's the old bill, it's the old bill. Oh, it's just, I just realised we were being very, very selfish. You see, weddings aren't for the bride and groom, they're for the relatives and friends and, you know, old aunties and grannies and people who sort of rely on that kind of day. I couldn't deprive them of it. I mean, take my Auntie Lillian, for instance. I mean, probably the last time she ever gets out of the house. Yeah, look at this. Look, it's very interesting, this.
Oh, yeah, whatever it is, buddy, life's too short.
Oh, listen, look. The Sunday People here has been doing an investigation into the scandal of unregistered old people's homes. Oh, but apparently they're springing up all over the place without anything but all the basic facilities. And they're cashing in on all the social security benefits.
Yeah, come on, just have a quiet pint here, buddy. Mr. Taylor's doing.
Yes, I did have business dealings here in Russia. I was married to one, and I was in business for a while with her brother. Well, a so-called brother. The scurvy, conniving, two-timing, adulterous bastard!
He doesn't need to hear all this, Barry, you know.
No, he doesn't.
I think that's it up there.
You mean you think? Is it or isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, none of the bloody roads have got names. I mean, we went right past the tennis range, right? Then we took the left-hand fork right onto the unmade road. Then it says here, after half a mile, the tarmac starts again, right? So you go up the hill and it's the second villa.
I know what you're thinking. What's this gringo doing, sitting in a bath, next to a hearse, in the middle of nowhere, reading Hemingway? Well, that's the same question if I was in your shoes. That's if you had any.
Yes, that's better, isn't it? At least one room's habitable. Yeah, you know, I could see us settling in here, yeah. But with the idyllic country view, flickering glow from the fireside, yeah. Elegant room. Do you know, this could be Brideshead revisited, yeah.
Reminds me more of Gateshead revisited.
You don't want me staying here, is that what you're saying?
Well, not in so many words, like, no, it's a question of harmony, innit? Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that's what it's a question of, like. It's not easy, is it? But a group of men, grown men, all sleeping under one roof, you know. It's especially one that lets the wet in, innit?
Us married lads is on to certainties. Ta-da!
Barry's not.
Don't you be so sure, Moxer. Nice it is about my various exploits and my impending foreign travel. She'll probably beg me to ravish her. But now, I say, Hazel, now, only within the sanctity of marriage will I countenance such behaviour. I'm going to be hard with her.
Aye, usually helps, like. Why would you want to cuss it yourself on a train full of knobs in monkey suits?
Because if you remember us, I was a person of substance once. A man of taste and refinement. Before my life went down the shithole, I think I'd just like to remind myself of the man I used to be. Thank you, God. I needed that.
It's very interesting to this. Listen to this. It says here, one of the most beautiful roads in all the world is the road between Marbella and Seville, incorporating the ancient town of Ronda. I'll give that a try. It's an interesting oracle. And it says an absolute must is the Alhambra at Granada. Look, I have actually worked out a way of doing it. Right, look. Now, listen, look. Right, I've got a list of colours, right? Now, I've got a column for first choice and a column for second, right? Now, each colour gets 2 points. 2 points for first choice and 1 for second, right? No. We used this method when we elected the chairman of the West Bromwich and District Sunday Methodist Table Tennis League.
Ah, well, Barry, it's tried and tested then, isn't it?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. You see, fellas, I've got to choose a best man from one of you, like. And the thing is, I'm very, very concerned about not upsetting the other unlucky 5. You see, I've grown very close to all of you collectively, and each of you individually. I thought of you first, Oz.
Me?
Think about it.
Anyway, some exercise wouldn't do you any harm.
You wouldn't get me on a bike. It's the last form of exercise I'd take. Cycling damages your sexual organs.
Bollocks.
Precisely. No, I read this research report. Right, they use ultrasound scans to examine the testicles of 45 mountain bikers, and they compared them with 39 sets of testicles of non-riders. And all but 2 of the cyclists had scrotal abnormalities.
I'm a skilled worker, mate. I'm not labourers like you lot.
Swallow.
Now, I work on miniature masterpieces of warring, I do, which cannot be constrained by mere units of time.
Oh, where's the time, by the way? It must be getting pretty close.
About 30 seconds to go, I think, yes. I'll give you a countdown on my superbly accurate digital watch, shall I? Right. 15, 14, 13... On the other hand, I mean, we wouldn't really be stealing it, would we? I mean, we wouldn't be, like, you know, removing it. Oh, no, we'd be taking that paint and...
What?
Redistributing it. And redistribution cannot be construed as theft. Oh, no, not in the proper sense, no.
Is he in or not? Oh, I think so.
Well, go up yet?
Think I'd suit one?
Why not?
Well, yeah, I never thought I had the right shaped face, really. I had a moustache once, though, yeah. It was like a big droopy one, you know, like one of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, like. Yeah. But the girl I was with at the time made me shave it off, so it looked like a pillock. Elaine Surtees. I'm a very different person from the one you knew in Dusseldorf, you know. Oh, saved me money, bought this place, started my own business, learned elementary Spanish and joined the SDP. Oh, and I've travelled. I don't just mean the Falklands. Last year, Hazel and I took a villa in Gozo.
What doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
Sounds like you too.
It was an eminent philosopher from Cornwall, but it's true, isn't it? I mean, everything is, you know, it's like, I mean, I went through the whole catalogue of emotions, you know, disbelief, panic, paranoia, but I'm still here. You know, I'm not going to wake up in the middle of the night with the ABJBs. I survived. You know, you go through a thing like that, what else is ever going to possibly bother you anymore?
Ever taken drugs, Mr.
No. Well, could I qualify that? When I say no, I mean, I have had the occasional line of Charlie during a party, you know, and well, haven't we all? Oh yes, and I did have a toke on a spliff at the Reading Rock Festival, but I'd hardly say I was a regular user.
Yes or no?
Yes. I often have fantasies about being Bruce Lee, don't you?
Nah, you can't sing.
I'd really like to be able to, you know, chop a brick in half, smash it right in half, wouldn't you?
Not a lot.
It'd be great, though, wouldn't it? You know, I just want to be, you know, to be confronted by bloodthirsty hooligans and dispose of them with a few timely chops to the neck. Always wanted to be able to do that. Especially after a Wolves game when I found myself hemmed in by hordes of rampant skinheads.
Well, it's the power of love, isn't it, Barry?
Yeah, I suppose it is, yeah. What's it feel like? Love, I mean, being in love. Well, I don't really sparkle in that department, say, between you and me. Or in any other adjacent one either. So, I'm the sort of bloke who looks at the 3-year expiry date on a packet of Johnnies and wonder if ever use them in time.
Hey, come on. Your time will come, mate.
Me and you, both my wives combined, wouldn't be a fraction on Tatiana's hangers.
She liked to shop. I know that it's for the best. I know that I've got to look to the future and move on. But if she walked through that door right now,
I'll give her a bill for the hallway. Looks like Tombstone on a Saturday night.
it's only broken glass and bullet holes, Dennis.
Don't understand married men myself.
I think I know the reason for this.
Oh, yeah.
You have a deep-rooted dislike of women, which explains why you have no desire to form a permanent relationship. Yeah, you're obviously the product of a broken home, right? Or you're brought up by parents who fought all the time. I can see you as a child, lying awake into the early hours, listening to your parents fighting in the living room below. Yeah, I think like that scars a child for life.
They were talking about, you know, transferring you to the main Nick, which is pretty hardcore, like, you know, so...
Yeah, small mercies, I suppose. Yeah. Gosh, falling to bits this place. I thought we might put in a quote to fix it up for them. We might get the contract for all of their prisons, eh? We could be millionaires. What do you think? Was your fixed price or cost plus? What do you reckon, Dennis?
Just try and hold it together, yeah, buddy?
Well, there's a point to all
Yeah,
this.
my point is this. If he's not a student, right, and he was hanging around last night, maybe it's him what tried to steal my bike. Maybe at this very minute, just maybe, he's going through all our things, right, prior to pissing off the destinations unknown. Of course, this is a hypothetical speculation, not taking into account trust, which Dennis put so much store in.
Come on. Oh yeah, let's get some Wonderloaf to go with this bacon.
Let's get some flour and yeast to go with this bacon.
No, just as soon have bread, Barry.
Yeah, we'll have. I bake my own now. Oh, when Hazel and me were betrothed, I took cookery lessons. But it's very important not to fall into stereotype roles vis-a-vis domestic chores. Anyway, one of the things they taught me was how to make my own bread. And do you know something, Neville? When they brought my little brown cob out of the oven, hand-baked by me, I nearly cried. You know, now I think I know how women must feel when they give birth.
The spicy beef is well tasty, Barry. You ordered well, son.
Thank you, Wayne. I'm very into Oriental cuisine, you see, Wayne. Just outside Wolverhampton, there is the most wonderful place. Shanghai Rendezvous, it's called. Oh, it's quite busty, mate. It's a great favourite of Hazel's and mine, actually. But that is Szechuan cuisine. A bit spicier than Cantonese, you see. Mind you, I suppose Szechuan's reached up here yet, though, is it?
Wolverhampton 1, Newcastle 0.
Oh, yeah, it's a really good idea, this one, because we won't be getting much Chinese go back in España, will we? From my experience, what each hut needs is a leader. Last week, when I was working in Mönchengladbach, we had a bloke in our hut called Sid Henderson. Axel, we called him, and he was, like, democratically elected our leader. That way, we avoided a lot of fruitless debate about who's going to have tin tomatoes.
I don't follow.
You will in a moment. Now, for example, one night we all wanted to go to the pictures. Some of us wanted to see The Empire Strikes Back, albeit in German, and the other lads wanted to see a Swedish sex film, so it was up to Axel, wasn't it? She won't even have me at the moment, they'd long keep me. No, I'll give me business a couple of months, and if it still don't take off, I'll try one of those sunrise industries.
Can't see you as a milkman, Barry.
No, Bob. I'm talking about high technology jobs, you know, computers and, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, with my electrical background, I should stand some chance, eh? Mind you, I'll probably be replaced by a smidgen of silicone with 1,000 million faculties and Oxbridge accent.
Oh, nothing can take the place of you, Barry.
What happened to your Hazel?
Oh. Yeah, she left me. Yeah, no, she did this Open University course and, well, she got caught up in that whole movement that confused emancipation and liberation with sleeping with other women.
Never. And she never let you watch?
I always wondered why she was such a Melissa Etheridge fan. No, she moved in with an aromatherapist from Solihull. Actually, I saw her a year back. She was trying to change a rear tyre on the hard shoulder on the M6. Yeah, so I tooled up in the Bentley. Of course, she had absolutely no inkling of how, you know, rich and successful I'd become in the meantime.
That's very interesting, this is, you know.
Yeah, it could have fooled me. What is?
This dissension in the lower ranks. Oh, it's a sure sign that we're missing our tribal leader, you know. I read about it in The Naked Ape. There's this group of chimpanzees, right? And they were suddenly deprived of their elder stage chimp, with the result that the rest of them took part in several days of fierce squabbling, right? That's what's happening here.
We may not know it, but this is a primitive leadership struggle to see who succeeds Dennis.
Barry, don't take this the wrong way, will you? But why don't you go and boil your head?
I think Oz just made the first bid for the job.
What about the charges, man?
Oh, you'll probably be free and clear. I'm the one who's got to fall on his sword. Ever since your funeral, my life's been unravelling like a ball of knitting wool. I had everything, didn't I? Money, respect, position, living in luxury. Now look at me! Living in the middle of cactus land, surrounded by coyotes and rattlesnakes. The one highlight of the week is the bucket of coleslaw and something unspeakable from Smoking Joe's barbecue roadkill. Oh, I suppose I'll be staying in prison, won't I?
Go! Barry! Barry! But see, recently I've been reading a lot about alternative medicine, you know? Like, naturopathic cures, that kind of thing. See, the shortcomings of orthodox medicine, ointments and so on, is that they only suppress the problem, they don't eliminate the toxins which are the root cause.
That's very interesting, Barry.
Yeah, but see, that's the fundamental difference between natural cures and those dispensed by the medical profession. Ah, what do we over here? Oh, Deb, I mean, I've got the book if you want to, you know, lend it on.
Anyway, how's things with you?
Oh, okay, I suppose, yeah. I'm doing me VAT. Drives a bloody balmy, it does.
No, I mean with you and Hazel.
Oh, well, it's very difficult to say, Neville, really. She's acting very peculiar, if you ask me. I told her so. I said, you're acting very peculiar, Hazel. Still, I'm not going to do anything precipitous. I mean, it's not as if she's, you know, seen anybody else or anybody else about, like. I mean, I can understand if it was like, but, no, I think it's all in her head, actually, Nev, yeah. Oh, she'll come round, yeah. It's just a matter of waiting her out. I think.
What do you do then? Oh, well, in Russia, I was more liaison with the client. On the bridge job, admin and purchasing, you see. You had my own company then, yeah. Import-export. Big house in the Midlands, drive a Bentley. Yeah, I was quite the bon vivant.
Barry,
in fact,
Barry, Mr. Trasker doesn't need to know this, man.
No, of course he doesn't. No.
Right, come on, off you gone, son. Go on.
Right, OK, stand back.
Go for it, Barry.
Go on, Taylor. Sure it'll all come back to me, like having sex with a fish on a bicycle.
Oh, shit! Oh,
I can't see!
You're right.
I can't see it, I'm blind.
Shit's got him in the eye, man.
I was on the tennis court last night, in my dreams. Which is peculiar because I've never played tennis in my life. I hardly ever watch it either. Except when that other corner Kai was playing. Russian again, you see, I can't keep away. That was bizarre. The court, well, it was like an obstacle course. With craters and shell holes. It was like a Baghdad bomb site. Just another one of those dreams of total futility and frustration, I suppose. Fueled by my inherent sense of... You're not listening, are you?
What? You're working class?
Oh, yeah. I've always been a very good mixer socially, you see. Because I refuse to conform to the rigid rules that society imposes, you see. I refuse to acknowledge class parity. That's the tragedy of this country, Neville, you know. The bloody polarisation of the classes. That's why I joined the SDP, you know, mate. It's the party of the future, that is, mate, yeah. Where the old class warfare will be meaningless. You know, sometimes, have you ever really considered that, about the things that, Good evening.
Do you realise you're sitting on my stool?
Right? Fine. Oh, 2 words which could well sum up the quality of life in this place, you know, fellas. That's what's at stake here, you know. We're quality of life.
Quality of beer, that's what I cares about.
Oh, you are concerned about standards, then? Listen, fellas. I've been doing some calculations,
Oh,
right?
somebody
now, listen,
told him.
Give
him a beer, will you?
I've been doing some calculations, right? And I found out that each one of us individually spends 100 hours a week in this pig hole.
100 hours? That's a lifetime.
Aye, but most of the time you're asleep, man.
Makes no difference, Dennis. Because even then, your subconscious is being seeped into by the depressing atmosphere. Oh, it oozes into you by osmosis.
I have nothing to wear.
I'm sure you'll solve that problem, baby.
Anyway, there'll probably be a bit of a do afterwards. You know, banqueting halls, speeches, lots of press and stuff. Why don't you come up for a couple of days, eh? Meet the boys, I've told them all about you. Oh. Where'd you get this stuff, eh? God.
Boots. It's my herbal laxative.
Oh, bloody hell. I'll have a runny nose for days.
¿Qué está haciendo este gringo? Sentado en una bañera, a la orilla de un risco, en medio de la nada, leyendo a Hemingway.
Hemingway, see, Ernest, yes. Yes, a good book, actually. It's set here, do you know it? Hablo inglés, eh? No, well, that's a pity. Only my Espanol's a bit poco's, a bit inadequate, actually, yeah. Now, don't you go getting any ideas about this, will you, gentlemen? No, it's El Bath Fidel Castro. Oh, presente por inglés ambassadorio. So if you're thinking of nicking it, you're going to end up in very hot water, actually. Oh, yes, mucho caliente agua. Oh, shit.
Fair names may well be a contributing factor to football hooliganism. You see, they're invisible entities which fly off into the atmosphere whenever you take a pay, and they stimulate aggressive tendencies. Now, at half-time, when everyone pays at once, massive numbers of pheromones are set free, right? And apparently, this is why 67% of violence takes place in the second half. Oh.
Come up with something new every day, lad. No, I can get along with that. I was at Villa Park one year and somebody pissed in my pocket. I was furious.
Right, you've got to remember that this is to the tune of Keep Young and Beautiful, right?
Right.
Right, feet, don't you fail me now, right? And keep young and beautiful. Beautiful. Keep young and beautiful. If you wanna be loved. Keep young and beautiful. It's coming back. Beautiful. It's coming back. If you wanna be loved. Keep young and if you wanna be, if you wanna be, if you wanna be loved.
2, 2.5, 1.5, 2, and the trophy won't be going to Wolverhampton this year.
I had that dream again. You know, the one where I'm in my house and I discover rooms I didn't know about. They're massive. And one's a ballroom. Well, I suppose you'd say that's Freudian. And they're all in a terrible state. It seems to me that represents the problems I've never dealt with, you know, the ones that I've swept under the carpet.
Buddy, we're all going to head into town. You fancy it?
Of course, obviously, the house is, you know, the one we share together, isn't it? And the ballroom, well, that's when we had the world, isn't it? But the other stuff, not knowing which room to go into, does that mean I'm lost? That I'm lost without her?
Buddy, sorry, but it's just do we get 2 cabs or one?
Look, I'm not going, all right. I've got jet lag and I'm going to bed.
All right, that's all I wanted to know.
Right. Now, where was I? Oh, I've lost my drift now. Thank you!
Look at this.
Desperately looking bunch.
Do you mind?
Salt of the earth, these lads. We were known as a Magnificent Seven.
Oh, throughout Germany?
No, in our hut, amongst ourselves, like, oh. Yes. That's Bomber. Strong as an ox, gentle as a kitten. Wayne. No Fräulein was safe from Bavaria to the Baltic with this one, mate. That's Dennis. He was our anchor, Trev. And, yes, that's Neville. Yes, next to me. Bit of a warrior, Nev. To give you the shirt off his back.
I think of it. I think this is his shirt, actually. Who's that mad-looking maniac there?
Oz. He was in the Falklands with me. First person to be thrown off the island since we saw the Aussies off. Oh, last one's Moxie. He was an arsonist from Kirby. Ah, happy days.
Barry, it's not my fault the coffee in there was lousy.
You chose this bar, Moxie. Your unerring instinct for cat tingled this dump out. Should have known. This is the perfect end to possibly the worst day of my life.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you can go back to Gibraltar another day on your own. You're on the wrong side again.
Nah. Place have probably left a psychological scar on me for all eternity because of your buffoonery. I just want to get back to the hotel. Get to bed and forget this nightmare trip. Please stick it all out there. Moxie.
What?
I think I'm going to cry. Will you look away, please?
Why? Well, we wanted to find out where she'd left the key to this old trunk in the attic. God blimey, I got out there quick enough, mate. Teacups and saucers flying all over the place. I drove into a concrete litter bin on the way home. Oh. Nice. Hey, Dan, come in a minute, huh? No, just a minute. Oh, so much stuff. Listen, Dan. This work on the girl's house, Oz isn't doing it to piss you off, you know, to book your authority.
He's doing it to impress your totty, you know that, man.
Look, guys, if that's the sort of life you want, right, well, you better go after it. I tell you, sailing around the Mediterranean, sipping champagne and scuba diving is not real. You'd just be a bloody plaything to him. He'd dump you in Corsica with no ticket back. I'm real. I'm real and I've got feelings. I'll tell you, they're very, very bruised. You've made a laughing stock of me in front of me mates. They've watched me suffering while you pillixed around making your mind up what you want out of life. Well, I'm sick of your evasiveness and I'm sick of your procrastinating.
Will that be all, senor?
No! I'd like another, por favor. Dreams can be very interesting, you know. They do studies on them. Who do? People who do studies on dreams, innit? You know, in universities and research laboratories, you know. Yeah, they get these volunteer guinea pigs, right? And they put them to sleep, you know. And then they study them, don't they? They study them. Rapid eye movement.
Well, who wants to know what a bloody guinea pig dreams about when it's asleep?
No, the term guinea pig is metaphorical, right? No, they used real human beings. Or students. You know, just subsidising their meagre grants. Oh, yeah. Dreams reveal the psyche.
Do what?
The psyche?
What's that?
It's what dreams reveal, innit? I'm not married myself, nah. So most of mine goes back to my building society accounts. It's West Bromwich District. Yeah, you know, the thoughts of that little nest egg justifies like living in this squalor, did it?
I suppose so. Oh, it's a desperate place, this, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah. But you know, you've got to get out and about, you know. I don't mean like carousing and womanising like the rest of the lads. No, see the country. Oh, you may as well broaden your horizons while you're out here, you know. Yeah, you know, I've already managed to do a bit of sightseeing myself. Been to Bruges.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's a really beautiful place, is Bruges. Yeah, I took some Polaroids in Bruges. I think you'll agree that they capture its historic splendour.
My mind was a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. Just seeing her there. Confusion, anger, regret, bitterness. And I have to admit, yes, there were sexual stirrings. She was wearing these skin-tight boots that came just below the knee. A miniskirt. So there was a flash of thigh in evidence. The perfume. It's in my acca. I should know that. I'd bought a gallons of it. Do you see, I'd missed our sessions, being in Russia. I felt naked because I'd lost all the tools, the coping tools to help me. I know you're going to say that I was retreating back into my codependency tendencies. It's true. I just wanted to take her in my arms and forgive her and buy her something nice from Versace.
Bonnie, want a game? Cards?
Thank you. I've seen what gambling does to people, thank you very much. It's the ruination of my cousin Jeffrey, you know. He had a very nice position, did Jeffrey?
You know.
He was assistant sales manager for a hydraulic hose manufacturer, you know. Huh? Firm's car, bungalow on the better side of Dudley. Yeah, he used to have the occasional flutter on the horses, you know. Nothing big. Then he fell in with this bloody poker school, didn't he? Oh, way out of his depth he was, you know. He lost all his savings, right? His home, the car, and his wife.
What, he bet his wife on a card game?
No, she left him because he, you know, lost the bungalow.
Oh. So, I'll take it you're not in then, is that it?
Correct. Don't touch the paintwork because it's not quite dry. It's all done. Rewiring, dimmers, paintwork, built-in bookshelves. Music Central Go here, right, the speakers and that. Wallpaper and everything. Everything's set for the carpets. They're going in on Tuesday. I never thought we'd do it. I'll tell you something, Hayes. Only these fellas could have done it. I know you've laughed at me in the past when I've gone on about the special bonds forged with comrades in adversity. But the proof's in the pudding, innit? They've each left their homes and their families to do this to me. Now, for us, kid, we won't be asking for any wedding presents from these boys. No need for any little sets of fish knives and forks from any of them. Oh, no. You know, they've already given us more than we could ever ask. I know, kids. I feel a bit emotional myself. What's it for? It's a very good question, Moxie. What is art for? Now, essentially, I think it's to make our life more rich and fulfilled, you know. Tell you what, also keep that draft out from over me bed.
Must have set you back a few bob.
50 marks?
But tenner, for a real oil painting, I don't believe it.
No, it's not an oil painting. No, it's a new reproduction process. Oh, yeah, if this wasn't original, you know, it'd be priceless.
Looks real enough to me.
Well, that's the new process. Yeah? Yeah, fellow I got it from was telling me all about it. It's the biggest breakthrough in synthetic oil painting reproduction there's ever been.
Oh, all right, we believe you.
Yeah, you know, see, what they do is, right, they start with a photograph, right? But that doesn't give you the, you know, like the depth that you need to create the real impression of oils. So, then what they do is they photograph it, right, from two other angles. Oh, they're minutely different. Now, the real skill, you see, comes in the combination of those three photographs, right? Scientifically, it's something that...
They are Shakespeare characters, Nurk.
Oh, yeah, and how do you know?
What do you mean, how would I know? Well, the evening classes at Warsaw Tech, that's how I know. We made a special point of studying the works of our most famous local writer.
Thought Shakespeare came from Stratford.
Oh, well interrupted, Moxie. So it's not all cement between those ears, then? Correct. Shakespeare is usually linked with Stratford, but he was, in fact, an overspill playwright from the West Midlands.
That's why I could never understand him at school, Mux. Wrote in a Brummie accent.
Anyway, listen. In our class, right, we did a workshop production of Macbeth. We did it very cleverly, actually, as a revenge western. Kelvin Fendick, he was the name of our director. Excellent idea, right? Anyway, he got the idea from that record by The Doors. You know the one? Riders on the Storm? There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Anyway, right, we were all dressed up as cowboys, right? I played the Banquo Kid.
Must have livened up Walsall knowing that, eh?
Listen to me, it's very interesting. What I'm saying is, right, Banquo gets bumped off by Macbeth as he claws his way to power. And he comes back to haunt him, a bloody spectre, thirsting for vengeance, right?
Yeah, what's all this got to do with the bloke who's supposed to be wandering around this dump?
Listen, all I'm saying is, having played the part of Banquo, I know I have a pretty good idea of what goes on inside a ghost's brain. And believe me, it's not very nice!
Hazel. Look, I don't want to push you into any corners, like, but a man of my age with various opportunities at my command, like, can't wait for one woman forever, you know. I mean, the other day, me and the fellas, like, had this elemental confrontation with, well, I suppose, evil, you might call it, or we faced up to rampant, uncaring capitalism and brought it to account. Forced it to come to terms with our feelings. Experience like that can change a man, Hazel. Make him more sure of himself, make him less willing to be put up with being treated badly, like. Oh? I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I want a decision from you as to whether you're going to be my wife or not. Yay or nay? Otherwise, it'll be time for me to pack up me bags and move on down the highway of life. How well? So there you go. No matter of fact, I can, Dennis, yes. The term jerry built has actually got a biblical source.
Biblical? Where'd you get that from?
West Brom was in District Sunday Methodist Quiz League, mate. I captained our team for 2 years, I did. Would have been 3, you know, but nah, I mean, I was usurped. I'm not one of the children of the Methodist hierarchy. Denzel Robinson, his name was. Made me sick, he did. He was always after my position as captain. But oh no, he got it in the end because he was the bloody Virgin's son. Makes you sick, nepotism, doesn't
Just
it?
get the point, buddy, yeah?
Right, so. Now, it's all to do with the walls of Jericho, you see.
What about them?
Now, Jericho was a city in ancient Israel, right?
Yeah.
Now, Joshua and the Israelites were laying siege to it, right? Because it had been captured by somebody else. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, now, one day, Joshua got a hot tip from our Lord, right? And proceeded to march his men round and round the city walls, right? Round and round they went for 7 days, right? And at the end of that, they ringed the city walls, right? And gave an almighty blast on their trumpets. And the walls fell down.
Trumpets? Well, was it the Julos Orchestra?
No, listen. The combined noise of those trumpets, right, caused this amazing sonic vibration, which caused the walls to collapse, right? Hence, built like Jericho as a term of abuse, right? Hence, we have the term Jerry built.
There you go. You can't argue with a Bible scholar.
You see, when I got back last weekend, I saw a very real change in Hazel. She was very warm and very positive. It was most encouraging. That's why I went off with the fellas in the first place, you see, to give her her own space, as they say, you know. But then, the following night... No, I tell a lie. It was the Monday. Because on the Sunday, she went over to Dudley Port to see her gran. I was at this hip, yeah. I get very brittle bones at that age, you know. I think it's a lack of calcium in the water. I often notice how dry my cuticles get.
So when you saw Hazel next...
What? Well, I took her to this restaurant, you see. Oh, lovely place. Best there is, El Pepe. Anyway, I was telling her about the problem we've had with this conversion, like, you know, and how the trouble we've had with getting permission to turn it into time-sharing units and the conversion and so on, etc., etc. Anyway, suddenly, in the middle of this crowded restaurant, it's ever so popular even on a Monday, like, she jumps up in the middle of her zabaglione, knocks a chair over and runs in tears to the lavatory.
Oh, dear.
What do you think, Brenda? I mean, do you think these sudden mood shifts suggest a chemical imbalance in her metabolism? Do you think she should be seeking medical advice?
Well, I think it's probably a bit simpler than that, Barry. I mean, maybe she's not all that interested in planning permissions and time-sharing, etc., etc.
Do you mean I'm boring her? I never really thought of that, actually. Am I boring you?
No.
I think let's stick it up here with all the other stars.
I'd rather you didn't, if you don't mind. Hey, see, quite frankly, this has all been a great embarrassment to me, actually. You see, I don't believe in this unhealthy glamorisation of the criminal fraternity. No, I'm a law-abiding taxpayer, actually. I've no desire to be lumped together with the Kenny Ames and Terry Leathers of this world. I mean, behind the facade of their luxury villas and their blonde lady friends, you've got to remember something. They are despicable people. As far as I'm concerned, should they ship back to England, serve 25 years penal servitude at Parkhurst, better for all of us?
Well, that's a point of view, of course, and very well argued, too.
Oh, thank you, Barry. Barry Taylor.
Terry Leather.
Guess I started a while ago, just strangers thrown together, helpless heroes caught in a dream. Boy, we made such a crazy team. Out of luck, down on the limb, we saw each other through. Laughed it off, and man, we shared a few. Back with the boys again. Back with the boys again. Yeah, from leaving, splitting up and going on solo, chasing circles and getting nowhere, longing for the way we were. One for all and all for anyone, as long as they play the game, sharing chances and taking